right, we are back and we are live. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I'm hoping everybody had a as great a Monday as I did, that's for sure. So we're waiting on a couple people to trickle in the building today. In today's stream, we're going to be pretty much covering how to acquire these dunks. I know there is. Hey Christian, what's going on, man? First in the building, you know it. How's your Monday going? Yeah, so in today's video, we're going to be covering a couple of tips and tricks that I do happen to have up my sleeve on how to acquire these dunk lows. So we will be getting into that, but I just want to kind of like let people obviously trickle in. I'm still on that sparkling water grind, so yeah. So we're back, we're live. Excited to be here and excited to hang out with you guys and kick it for a while, whether that be 30 minutes, whether that be an hour. I'm here. Alrighty. So are you excited about these, man? Are you going for these? I'm sure everybody's going to be going for these, that's for sure. So these specific dunks are releasing pretty soon. Real soon. Yeah. Honestly, I think this is right up there. I know in terms of value, it's definitely not as high as the Off-Whites or the Travis Scotts that are coming. But hey, they're probably one of the best looking dunks that are coming out this year. Let me go ahead and just share my screen here. All right. But how are you? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Just want to make sure everything is up and running. So yeah, hope you had a good Monday. So in today's video, we're going to keep it short, short, sweet, straight to the point. We're gonna be talking about these dunk lows. There's obviously been a lot of people in the market, in the sneaker realm, just asking about these and like wanting to know when these are dropping. So Sneakers surprised us, I guess, today by putting it on the Sneakers app. So what I definitely do recommend for anybody is to, make sure you favorite this. So what I typically do, I'll show this to you real quick, is I have my Sneakers app open. And what I typically do is I scroll down to the sneaker, wherever it is. And this is kind of a no-brainer. I know everybody does that, but you see that over there? Oh, hold up. Where is it? Like literally, there we go. Okay, right over there. So what you're going to want to do is not only notify yourself, you're also going to want to hit that little heart button. There we go. And not only that, there's another little thing I do too that I do recommend doing. This is just an additional step. If you want to do it, feel free to. I think it just helps with the algorithm. I typically like to share it with a friend. So I click that little arrow pointing up, and I share that with somebody. I probably send it to a friend and just say, hey, check these out. And what I think that does is it definitely helps with the algorithm in terms of sharing your account, liking stuff. That definitely is one of the steps that I wanted to touch on. So there are obviously a couple of steps that I'm going to be covering today on how to acquire this, because I'm sure anybody coming into this is just like, hey, it's kind of a no-brainer. You just go on the site and you click notify me, and then once the drop happens, then you have a 10-minute raffle. Now, Sneakers doesn't technically work that way. There are things that I think everybody should know when it comes to putting your information in, what type of information you're putting in. So those are a couple of the things that I want to touch on with you guys today specifically. Top 5 dunk colorway, yeah, 100%. So I was looking on Instagram. I want to show this to you. I think it's really awesome. I saw this. There is a contest, but unfortunately this is only for Canadian residents. But I think the Dodgers jersey is it's awesome. It goes so well with these shoes. I really wish that they did something a little bit more exciting when it comes to the box, because the box is kind of, it's kind of ordinary. It would have been nice to have like a blue box with all this writing all over it. That would have been awesome. But hey, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the shoes are awesome. Everybody wants these. I'm going to be going for these. I'm going to be trying on 2 accounts. So I'm really hoping I hit, even if I just hit 1, like, I'll be super happy with that. So just taking a swig of water. But thanks for tuning in. Again, we're just going to be live for just a little bit. I just want to kind of touch on a couple of techniques that I've learned when it comes to sneakers app. Because a lot of people are like, well, I know how to do sneakers app, and I already know how to do it. But this is for any newcomers that are coming into the building or rewatching this later down the line. Will I sell it, or am I going to keep it for the personal? I'm definitely going to be keeping this. I'm definitely going to be wearing it. Well, I'll do a review first, and then I'll most likely will do an on-feed as well. It really depends on how busy I am during the weekends, because I mean, if I'm able to muster up editing a video and doing the on-feed and all that stuff, I will. But I think as of lately, the reason why I've been going live more consistently, like literally every day for, I don't know, the past, like since last Friday, is mainly because of the watch hours aspect of things. So even if I am just on for 30 minutes, I want to make sure that I give it all I got for you guys, and because I see any returning subscribers to my channel, at least they can kind of depend on me showing up at a specific time. Again, I don't have a schedule in place just yet, but I'd like to eventually get that in place so you guys can expect, oh, he's going to be on at like 8 a.m. PST or 7 a.m. PST or something like that. Because I think I can definitely muster the 7 a.m. PST, because I start work at, technically 8. So I'm sure I could kind of figure out something where even if I'm on live for like a solid hour, like every other morning or every morning or something like that, whether it's 3 to 5 times a week, I'll figure it out. But right now, this is what we're working with. I think my first streams, like I just went crazy. I was on for like 2 hours. I see some streamers going on for 3 to 4 hours now. I don't know if I have that much content to talk about right at the get-go, because I mean, right now this is a jam-packed month, and then we're going to be transitioning into like, I guess, just a slower pace. I guess really depending on what sneakers or what the sneaker market has for us, right? But I do believe there is a Jordan reserve coming up pretty soon. Now the thing about the Jordan reserve specifically is like majority of the time it's kind of ends up in disappointment. Mainly because it's either sneakers that didn't sell well, or Nike had a bunch of returns and they're just trying to get rid of that stock, and then they do some kind of like reserve or something like that. But hey, this topic of discussion isn't what we're going to be talking about today. Obviously, the topic at hand is what's on the spotlight, what you see over here on the screen. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what they are going for. Okay, they're not going for something crazy online. Like a lot of people can actually purchase these. So honestly, I think the moment the drop happens, these might even dip a little in price, if not just hold price. So again, this isn't a resale channel, but I do think it's important to know the value of your sneakers, because at the end of the day, it's an investment. Whether you're wearing it, whether you're going to resell it, it's an investment. Because I wasn't sure if it was what you said or somebody else, but like with the off-whites, you can pretty much purchase it. You can purchase it for like, on the resale market, it might be going for $2,000. It might be going for $2,000, and then after you wear it for maybe an entire year, you can still sell it for $500. That's kind of crazy, honestly, if you think about it. But yeah, I just want. Again, the main focus of this discussion is going to be mainly on the sneakers. So I did want to cover a couple tips that I do recommend, just so you can make some of the changes on the back end, because there's some things I learned this week that I didn't even know about when it comes to sneakers app. Well, sneakers and Nike specifically. So not even gonna waste my time waking up early tomorrow. No off-white not dropping on a weekday. Hey, I don't know. For me, I think after 10 a.m. today, I was just kind of like, yeah, it's probably not going to drop. So, hey, like, I don't know. I really do think that I know what Nike's doing. I know what Nike's doing, and I think they're making us just they're exhausting our efforts to be on alert, and then they're just going to drop it when everybody's just like kind of like forget. When everybody turns a blind eye, that's when they're going to drop the off-whites. So we shall see. Yo, Hectic Sneakers, what's going on? Have the off-whites dropped yet? No, man. Like, honestly, everybody just been on, everybody been on the edge for this, and then now it's kind of like a lot of people are talking like they just don't care anymore. They're just like, whatever. You know what I mean? I know Rafi saw them in hand, and he's like, they're all right. I'm still hyped on them. I'm still going to go for them, obviously, but I think I know what Nike's doing, and I think they're just really exhausting our excitement about it, and then they're going to drop it when everybody kind of is like, just looks somewhere else. I think this is definitely a good distraction. I like the fact that we know when this is dropping, and we also know when the Travis Lows are dropping as well. So, when are these dropping? These are dropping on the 19th. mark your calendars. Make sure you're up early, okay? And what else we're going to be talking about today is basically how to get your account set up properly, okay? Because a lot of people, they have a sneakers account. Awesome. Congratulations. That's amazing. But there's certain things that you're going to need to know to be able to hit hyped sneakers, okay? And a lot of it comes down to there's an algorithm on the back end, okay? There's an engine at the back end of sneakers, and there's certain people that, let certain people purchase specific sneakers. It's part of the reason my account is pretty goated. I have some amazing sneakers I've been able to hit, such as, the Oreo 4s. I hit on the Off-White Blazers, University Red. I've hit on some amazing sneakers on it. And I've also got exclusive access as well. And I did also hit on the Off-White Lot 50 number 9. So I have a pretty goated account. Typically what Sneakers does is they give you up to 2 exclusive access per year. So just note that. The moment you've exhausted your 2 per year, you're probably not going to be getting exclusive access for the remainder of the year, okay? Now, a couple of the tips that I did want to touch on today. Have I ever sneaker botted? Honestly, you don't need to. So I haven't, and I don't plan to anytime soon. And the reason why is because sneakers are very accessible these days. Like, you can be a manual user, and you could be either a part of a specific, I'd rather put that money towards a specific Discord that I trust, that can give me information early, or just help me with some bypass links and stuff like that. To me, that makes more sense. That's more of a bang for my buck as opposed to investing in bots. And then a lot of these sites, Manier, Union, they have a lot of bot protection because they want to give more access to manual users. So to me, I'm just like, it just doesn't make sense. And I think it's why a lot of people are selling off their bots or just not really botting. I don't even hear much about botting these days, honestly. I think the only thing really worth botting are raffle bots. So if you're going to be botting for raffles, that might make sense. But for sneaker botting, I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? Because you're already spending money on the sneakers, and you're going to spend money on the bots as well. It just doesn't make sense. I'd rather just try multiple times or enter a bunch of raffles. Because look, I've done the math, and technically, if you enter about 50 raffles, the chance of you hitting 2 of them is pretty high. Trust me. I've entered a lot of raffles, and I think I'd rather be a part of a Discord that lets you know of every single raffle that's coming up, and you just join it. You just join all of them, because that's going to really increase your chances to hit. So these are just a couple of the tips that I recommend. Do I have any good sneaker Discords? I mean, honestly, I think I guess in my channel, I'm not necessarily going to be recommending any specific just yet. But there are a couple in the market. I think in time, maybe I'll make a couple videos on, hey, this one might be good. Because it really comes down to my question back for you is like, well, what's your budget? Because if you're going to come back to me and tell me, oh, your budget's like $10, then maybe I'm not going to recommend a $50 or $30 Discord. Now, there are some Discords that are cheaper than that and that do give more, but it really comes down to just doing your research. Maybe I'll make a video in the near future about it in terms of like what Discord I recommend and all that stuff. But yes, I am a part of a couple Discords. And the reason why is because I want to have the information first. Oh, I want to have the information, and then I want to have the information before everybody else. Because there's certain Discords that you'll find out the information first before they even announce it on Twitter, before all these other sneaker leakers announce it on Twitter. It gives you even just a couple more seconds or a couple minutes ahead of everybody else to be able to acquire hype pieces or anything like that. So we want to make sure everybody is aware, you know what I mean? So again, I wish I could give you a couple of examples of Discords. I would, in maybe my future videos, I will recommend a couple, but hey, maybe one day I'll work on my own, right? But I appreciate you guys in the building. Yo, Mr. Old School in the house. What's going on, man? What's good? I appreciate you stopping by. So we are going to be touching on this. I mean, obviously, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's like, well, just show up at the time. It's a 10-minute raffle. I push the button. Cool. Now, no, we're going to be discussing a little bit more in depth on things that I recommend on how to hit this specific sneaker, because there's a couple of little techniques. You can find them on YouTube, but I just wanted to kind of condense it into this video because this is a hype sneaker that a lot of people have questions about, okay? Now, there are probably going to be some raffles on this. I don't know where just yet, but as I start to find out where they are at, I'm more than happy to recommend them to you. But again, just kind of keep your eyes on specific sites. We don't know. Is Amamanier going to be doing a raffle for this? Is Notre going to be doing a raffle? Is Social Status? So I just think I highly recommend checking a couple of these sites that typically do raffles, because sometimes the raffle might just pop up and then you could just join it. Okay. it's going to increase your chances as opposed to only relying on sneakers. If you only rely on sneakers, you're only going to have one chance to hit these. Okay. Now, if you scour the internet for other sites to acquire these, there might be other sites that are doing raffles. It's going to increase your odds. Okay. So just want to let you guys know that. I know, finally they're going to drop. I know. And it's nice because it was a pleasant surprise. It's like, so there's 3 super hype sneakers. We got the off-white green Sparks. We got the Jackie Robinsons dropping this month. And then obviously the Travis Scott, reverse mocha lows. Super, super excited about all these sneakers. I'm praying I hit all of them. I'm praying you guys hit them all too. Hey man, I appreciate it, Ash. Yeah, we're on it, and we're on that grind. Like, again, like I did the calculations, and honestly, since I've started YouTube till today, I have about 3,000 watch hours. But I need to get, within this year, I need to get 4,000 watch hours. And the only way to do that is by showing up for you guys and put out some dope content, okay? Now, these are hyped. So, I definitely want to touch on a couple little techniques that I've learned, because there are a couple things that I typically do regularly to increase my chances to hit hype sneakers. And I think it's part of the reason why my account's goated. I purchased a lot of sneakers on my account. Now, number one, I do want to let you guys know, it's okay to purchase sneakers from the sneakers app and then return them. That does nothing to affect. It only actually increases your chances to win more sneakers. It doesn't affect them putting a dock on you or like you're not a good person or anything like that. Like, it doesn't affect anything. I've returned a lot of sneakers because I do a lot of content, right? So just know that. If anything, it's going to increase your chances because it says, oh, this person's an avid buyer of Nike. Now, the first technique I want to teach to you guys is make it a point to not choose different sizes for every single purchase. If you want these for the personal, what I would do, stick to your regular size for every single sneaker that you typically go to. I hope you guys do that. That's typically what I do, because here's the thing. If you go for this in a size 13, because that's going to be maybe a money size, and then the next sneaker is going to be a size 10, and you're just kind of mixing it up, it's hard for Nike to know it's going to you. Like people look at the stuff on the back end. Okay, just know that. So let's say if you want to hit this in your size, you want to hit the off-whites and all this other stuff in your size, you'll have a higher chance, higher likelihood if your size is consistent. Okay, so that's one of the techniques I wanted to teach you guys. Okay, please let me be in that 0.7%. 4K watch hours. Okay, I will leave your videos playing. Hey Ash, I appreciate that. No, it's a huge help. What I'm going to be doing later this week is I'm going to work on a playlist with a lot of the lives I've done, because I've done some 2-hour ones, and I'm just going to have it back to back so people can just watch it. They can mute me out and just watch my videos. It's definitely going to help me do this more consistently. Now, the reason why I'm asking for your help on like the subscriptions, the more subscriptions we have, the more watch hours we're going to have. And then with the watch hours, mainly because the goal by the end of the year, by the 31st, is hopefully we get monetized, okay? Now, what does monetization mean? Monetization means that Ernest can finally get paid from YouTube. Now, I'm not expecting to make a lot of money from YouTube. I really do see YouTube as just kind of like a hobby, something fun. It would be nice to, one day be able to operate the way like Roscoe does, where it's like that's his full-time job. This is his full-time job. But I think it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of consistency. Okay, but everybody starts somewhere, and I look up to a lot of these streamers and YouTubers, and I hope to one day be on the same level as them. So yeah, I appreciate everybody in the building. Wi-Fi or data? Okay. Second thing I want to touch on, Cordy, good question. That really depends. If you have multiple sneakers accounts like I do, I have one for my computer, okay, and then I have one for my phone. What I typically do is I do the phone, I do data only, no Wi-Fi, and then the computer I do Wi-Fi. That way I have 2 chances. Now, what else you want to do is you want to make sure each account has a different credit card on file, okay? Very, very, very important. You don't want to cross the fact that one's on Wi-Fi and the other's on Wi-Fi. So just make sure the IP addresses are different. So what being on data means it's going to be linked to a different IP address, okay? Now for address, it's fine to have the same across the board. And the reason why is there's certain families in the same household that both hit on specific releases. They both sign up for the pandas, they both hit on the pandas, So I'm just letting you guys know a couple little techniques that I've learned along the way, just to help you increase your chances, okay? There's a couple more, so hang with me. I'm still on that sparkling water grind. Okay, I don't know, sparkling water binge, whatever you want to call it. What are you guys drinking? What's going on? Happy Monday. I'm having a phenomenal Monday. I hope you guys are too. Like literally start to finish. Woke up with a huge deal closing, so I feel really, really good. And then, you know, just ending it like on the stream. So I'm really, really hyped. But happy to have everybody over here. We're doing it. We're staying consistent, and we are doing what we need to do for the community because the community is interested on these. Now, a lot of people will come to my stream and they'll be like, well, this is a no-brainer. I can just go to Sneakers app and just push the, you know, enter on during the 10-minute window. Yeah, sure. Anybody can do that. Okay. It doesn't, you don't have to be, you don't have to be a special person to push a button, right? But what I have learned too is you don't want to enter right away because typically bots on Sneakers, okay? Well, number one, bots don't really work that well on Sneakers. And then number two, everybody else, the moment the shoe drops, they sign up. You don't want to be these people, okay? Those people typically get filtered out, okay? You want to wait a little bit. So what I would recommend doing is wait a minute, wait 2 minutes. I know sometimes if it's a super hyped release, like the Travis's, for example, it's probably going to be really laggy. So it's up to you. Use it at your own discretion in terms of when you enter, because sometimes, like like I remember entering for what release was it? It was a hyped release. Okay, I'm trying to remember. It was a very hyped release on Sneakers. And for the entire 10 minutes, I couldn't enter the damn thing until like the last 30 seconds. I just kept trying. I was like, I don't know what's going on. It wasn't my internet. It was clearly the app. There were too many people on the app. So in certain situations, you want to enter early. But I think for something like this, just give it a couple minutes and then enter, okay? That will increase your chances. Again, I'm not a sneaker savant here, but I'm letting you know the information that I've learned on how to get your account goated, okay? Now, to get your account goated, you want to try on a lot of sneakers. You want to try on a lot of sneakers, and it's going to increase your chances to hit more sneakers. Now, some people have come to me and they told me, well, I don't want to waste my W. I don't believe in any of that. Honestly, I don't believe in any of that. I think just go for it, okay? If you're meant to hit the sneaker, you'll get it. Because for the military 4 blacks, on my computer, I hit on a size 13. And then on my phone, I hit in my size 9.5. So I hit both accounts. Boom. And they both got mailed to the same address. So I'm just letting you guys know some of this stuff is proven because I'm living it. So I got both sneakers, which is awesome. You know, those 2 W's are awesome. So I'm super, super happy. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know a couple of these little techniques, and then I'm gonna take a moment and take a look at the chat because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm not paying attention to you guys here. I'm a true size. Okay, Christian 2K says I'm a true size 12.5, but I get a size 13 because it's like $200 cheaper. Man, that's funny. What do you do? Do you put some like cotton at the end of this sneaker? Like what do you do? Man, that's really funny. Ash says you have to hit 2K subs to get monetized. No, Ash. I'm already at 1,340, I believe. So thank you to everybody. But my goal this year is like, okay, well, I'm at 1,340. I don't want to keep thinking like I'm glad I got to 1,000. It's like, well, hey, what's the next bar I can hit? That's 2,000. Okay, well, maybe it's 1.5, but you know, I want to shoot for the moon a little bit this year because I'm thinking, okay, there's still a couple months in the year. Like I'm definitely going to surpass the 1.5 for sure. But by end of year, where can I realistically see myself? That's 2,000 subscribers, if not more. All right, so that's why I wanted to touch on that. Christian 2K says I'm drinking Slurp juice. Nice. So actually, guys, give me 1 second. Actually, so it actually. So today, if you guys don't know, it's Slurpee Day today. I love reselling, sis. So sorry about the noise. Okay, I just gotta close that door. But yeah, guys, it is Happy Slurpee Day. So happy Slurpee Day to everybody. I know that 7-Eleven is doing free Slurpees till the remainder of the day. So if you haven't already got your free Slurpee, go ahead and do it. You know, it's free. It's free, and you might get this limited edition cup with it. So I'm just gonna show you guys that on the screen. Let me go ahead and just let me blow up my screen over here. So yeah, happy Slurpee Day, and yeah, I went with the cherry. There we go. So happy Slurpee Day to everybody in the building. So if you guys do live by I mean, I know Slurpees aren't the healthiest thing. I think this is my first Slurpee this entire year. So I mean, I'm treating it like a little treat, if anything. So happy Slurpee Day. Let's dive back into this. Ash is right. I don't know how this monetization process works on here. Okay, so typically, I only know 2 of them, but I know there's 4 things that you need to achieve with YouTube. Okay, the main 2 are the watch hours and then the subscriber count. So you need to have passed 1,000 subscribers, and then you need to have 4,000 watch hours. Okay. Ash says it's almost the next day here. Forgot about free Slurpee Day. Yeah. Hey, I want to give a major shout out to my good friend Christian. He's the one who actually he messaged me. He's like, hey man, it's free Slurpee Day. Check this out. He was getting a Slurpee, so I was just like, I got one like literally 3 blocks away from me, so I made the run, and they still had the limited edition cups. Pete Paris says, bro, I want the dunks so bad. Are they only released on sneakers? Pete, that's a very, very good question. So I would pay close attention to certain sites that might do raffles, okay? And that's Ama Manier, Social Status, Notre. There are going to be, again, it's not confirmed, but I would pay attention to where sneaker raffles typically happen. Because I'm under the impression these are going to be somewhat limited. We don't know the exact amount just yet. I know a lot of people are already getting early pairs. A lot of these resellers are getting early pairs. But I think everybody's going to have a solid shot for these. So I'm going to try on both my accounts, and hopefully I hit them, because it would be amazing to have this not only in my collection, but review for you guys as well. All right? I love reselling. Yeah, major shout out to you. Thanks for that. I really take that compliment to heart. Again, like a lot of my content since the start of the year were like pre-edited videos, and then I just uploaded. But I'm like, you know what? I do want to connect with my audience. I want to see what I want to build my channel, and a major shout out to BG Kicks for helping me out, really kind of get this jump start. All right. Cordy says, how many accounts can I use the same credit card on? That's a good question. You can use the same credit card on up to 5 accounts. Yeah. So just know that. I mean, typically I like to use different for mine, but you can use the same credit card to up to 5 accounts. Okay. So again, let's not get greedy here. I think up to 2 accounts, like for any user, I think is just more than enough. I see some people on Instagram with 3 cell phones and they're going at it and all that. It's like, okay, hey, like if you're heavily dependent on reselling, okay, do what you got to do. Don't let me tell you what to do and what not to do. Do what you got to do. How much is the Slurpee cup going for on StockX? That's a good question. $5. I mean, hey, it's limited, you know. Can you guys kind of picture me drinking a Slurpee out of this, like while I'm wearing these Jackie Robinsons? It's a cute cup. It's a cute cup. Not gonna lie. Okay. Christian 2K says again. If I miss your comment, I deeply apologize. I love the energy in the building right now, so I'm super hyped to have you all. Christian 2K says, how the heck is Louis Vuitton forces retail $2,750? That's more than the Dior ones. Well, hey, here's the thing. This is Louis Vuitton we're talking about. They can price their sneakers, or they can price whatever they put out at any price. You need to take into account the fact that the economy's kind of in this weird recession right now, or we're about to enter a recession if we're not there already. And then number 2, Louis Vuitton typically does price increases. Okay, every year they do price increases. So if last year these sneakers would have dropped for $2,500, they can bring the price up to $2,750. You want to know why? They own the building. They can do what they want. That's the bottom line. All right. P Pairs, do you think I can get them from Goat? Is Goat real? I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Oh, yeah. Do you think you can get them from Goat? These dunks? Yeah. I mean, okay, Pete. Great question. When it comes to sites like StockX, Goat, eBay, you know, I would say in terms of what I trust the most, I trust eBay the first in terms of it being authentic, you know, as real as it can get, and then Goat second, and then StockX. You're kind of taking a gamble on StockX, okay? I know I use StockX to show you guys the price of some of this stuff, but again, there are a lot of fakes that do pass through StockX, unfortunately, okay? I don't want to be that influencer telling you guys don't buy from StockX. I still buy from StockX, okay? I bought another pair of I bought another pair of Force, the black and white ones, the military blacks. I bought another pair, 9.5, and when I received it, I was really sad because I thought it was fake. But after doing some inspections, I checked it and it's legit. So you know what I mean? Like I almost had a heart attack because I was like, I bought I have one pair from Nike, direct from the source, that's going into the collection, and then I wanted one on feet, okay? And I know I hit a size 13, so hey, how many sneakers do you really need at the end of the day? You know what? As many as I can get. But I ended up getting one from Stockx, and when I was like inspecting it, everything looked legit, but I smelled the sneaker, and I was like, the sneaker smells off. It just did. So, I mean, a part of me does want to get it eBay authenticated, you know? I want to go to Sneaker Con and like inspect it just to make ultra sure. But based on everything the legit checked, I even did talk to StockX. I sent them photos. I let them know, hey, I think this is fake, and I got my money back. And you know what they tell me? They tell me, we can't do that. Sell it back on the app. And I think that's so unprofessional because I'm already losing money by reselling it on the app. I would lose like $60 to $80. It's stupid, you know? To buy it and then lose money selling it, it's like, it just doesn't make sense. So I really wish they wouldn't do us dirty like this. But again, I'm not here to bash or you know, I feel like they've already dug their graves. Christian 2K says, my friend got fake reverse mochas on. Oh my God, are you serious? Man, how much did he pay for that? That's, man, I'm sorry. I that's a lot of money. And guys, this is why it's important to get your sneakers in person, honestly. Like, just make it a lesson to you guys. I make it a point, anything I buy from StockX, I don't spend any more than $500 on. Because if it does come to me and it's fake, I don't want to be, like, imagine if I spent like $2,000 on a Dream sneaker or, you know, $4,000 on like the Travis Scott highs, because that's a Dream sneaker of mine, and then to get it and you find out it's fake, I don't know, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. So this is a lot of money. This is a huge industry, and a lot of people are out to hurt us. So we need to protect ourselves by buying in person, trying our best to understand how to legit check sneakers, you know, watching credible people, purchasing from credible people as well. I think it's huge, okay? So just know that, okay? P. Paris says, because I bought some Jordan 11 Cool Grays from StockX and they were fake. Hey man, that's probably going to be one of the most faked sneakers. I'm so sorry. Again, it's not confirmed that mine are real or fake. I really looked through it and I was just like, you know what, the smell seems a little off, but the sneakers look like they're really. I mean, I watched also a bunch of videos on YouTube on how to tell the, you know, military black fours, the fake ones from the real ones. So, I mean, look, nobody wants to spend their time having to check a sneaker after spending, you know, dishing out, you know, $300 to $400, $500, $2,000, and you don't even know if it's real or fake. So again, hey, my heart goes out to all you guys who have been affected by this stuff. You know, you should. The thing about StockX is you need to let them know within the first 2 days whether you feel it's fake or whatever. But even if I did that, they still weren't going to send me my money back. They just told me, I'll just sell it. Oh, we're sorry, sell it back on the app. I really got so pissed off that day. I wanted to make my own video and just, you know, really kind of throw them under the bridge because I was really pissed off. But based on the photos that I relooked them. Some Discords also have legit checking services. I know sometimes the photos can't do it justice. People really need to have it in their hand and really look at it and inspect it and all that. But I pulled the insole out. I checked the stitching, all the stuff. It looks as real as possible. So here's the thing. The one I got from StockX, I'm definitely going to be wearing on foot. Because even if it does turn out to be fake, it's like, well, I'm running the mud and I'm walking around the city, you know? It's like, who cares? You know, if I eventually find out they are fake, it's like, okay, I was wearing UAs and I had no idea, but like I'm under the impression they're real. It just would be nice to have some peace of mind. I don't know why we work that way, but it just is what it is, you know? We want authentic. We want to support, you know, real stuff at the end of the day. Christian 2K says he paid $1,600 and he did a legit check on 2 apps, went to Fight Club, and they said the tag was off and the stitching he had proof of receipt and everything. My God. Hey man, you know, I'm sorry if he spent like, you know, $1,700 or $1,900 or whatever he spent on that. This is why when I get authentic sneakers from the source and from the sites, whether it's Adidas and Nike, I want to just hang on to them because I know they're authentic. You know, fakes are so. It's scary. It's scary these days to know to not know. You cannot know, and this is why it's important to know the source as best you can. Ash says, I would be heated paying that much only to be told it's inauthentic. Yeah. This is why I never pay resale before. Tempted, but situations. Yeah. Hey, man. Like again, I would like to do a legit check on mine just to really know. I might bring into one of these places and I'll see if I can sell it to them, because then they're really going to check it. And then if they say, oh yeah, it's authentic, how much can we get it for you? I'll just be like, I kind of changed my mind. I won't buy it. You know what I mean? I won't sell it. You know what I mean? That way I know, and they did a free legit check for me. I'm sure some of these stores would do a free legit check nonetheless, though. I just wouldn't do it at Nike. All right, so guys, there's a couple more little tricks and tips I want to talk about with the sneakers app. Okay, so stay tuned. Let me go ahead and just pull up my phone. So the other one I learned about the sneakers app. Okay, and I only did it this week after I watched a couple more videos. What you technically want to do, there's an area on the Nike app, I believe. Let me see if I can just pull it up. On the Nike app, because apparently the Nike app is connected to sneakers in a weird way. It's like almost like the same account. You definitely want to favor sneakers. I think it's important to favor sneakers and just have some kind of activity, okay, on your sneaker account. And then also sometimes I just play videos on the background. I don't even watch them. I just play them. Just get activity on your account. Look at stuff, like stuff, favor stuff, you know, all that jazz. And then within your, okay, this is a little trick that I just learned, and I highly recommend doing this to your sneakers app. Do it right now, that way you don't forget. Okay, within your account, okay, you're gonna want to click into the not the settings, but you're gonna want to click into your profile. So regularly, it's over here, profile. Okay, this is on the Nike app, so just it's connected to sneakers. Go to your Nike app and click on profile, and then you scroll down. And then you click into this following, okay? Click into the following. Hold up, yeah. You click into the following, and it's going to bring you to this page on sports, okay? Now, if you're not following anything here, I would definitely follow some stuff. So I followed what? I followed, let me actually blow up my screen here, okay? And double check if you guys happen to have any questions about this. Okay, cool. So let me go back. Basically, you're on your regular Nike app, okay? You're going to click into profile, okay? So you're in your profile, and then you see me over there, okay? Bam, that's how you know it's me, San Francisco. And then following, okay? You're going to click into edit, okay? And within edit, you have a couple sports that you can choose. You see how I have some oh, there we go, some check marks? Select some of the sports that you have interest in, okay? This will help the app know that you're not a bot and you're a real person, okay? It's going to be super helpful. Not just that, you want to go to the next one, you want to go to products, okay? So favor Jordan, favor Air Force. That way, when the Off-Whites drop, you know, this whole thing knows you like Air Force Ones, okay? Follow Jordan as well. So when the Travis Scotts drop, you favor Jordan, okay? And then favor anything else you like. I'm going to do Air Max 2 because I definitely do like my Air Maxes. Maybe the reason why I didn't hit on the Air Maxes, the Travis Scotts, is because I didn't like it. I'm just saying, who knows? It's best to complete your account because every account has a grade on the back end. So what you want to do is you just want to be able to have everything up. Teams. You want to go ahead and you want to click NBA. So there you go, okay? So I'm not going to show you all the teams I'm following right now, but like I just want you guys to go into that and like that. And then lastly, we also have athletes as well. So there's soccer and NBA. Click into that, like some people. Even just one person, just like somebody. And then cities, I really wish they had more cities here, but I have LA and New York City. They don't even have San Francisco, so shame on them. But you know what? Why not? I'm gonna follow Chicago as well. Okay? I liked all the cities. So just do that on your app. It's what this is gonna do. This is gonna help your account just be a little bit more goated. It's gonna help your account have a little bit more oomph, okay, on the back end. So I do think it's very important to just follow all these little steps that I'm teaching you guys, okay? So yeah, follow the interests, and then again, when any sneaker drops, don't enter right away. You got to wait a little bit and then enter. So you know, wait for 30 seconds, wait for a minute, heck, maybe even enter after the 6-minute mark. Whatever works for you. Just do that. I do recommend doing that. And then another technique is typically the size you go for, you always want to go for that same size. So there's size continuity, okay? Size continuity through every sneaker you're going for. And there you go. Purchase more sneakers. That's another thing. You know, the more sneakers you buy, the more sneakers you're going to be able to win. Because guess what? Nike likes to reward people who actually buy sneakers. Who would have thought? Amazing. Anyway, so yeah, Nike seems to prioritize. Also, another technique, Nike seems to prioritize women. So on my account, if I pull up my sneakers account, I actually have, yeah, look at this. So on my sneakers account, if you look at this, I have myself as female, and then my shoe size is 11, okay? Which transfers to a 9.5 men's. Now, for some reason, they just, you know, I mean, hey, I have no qualms. That's awesome. I think Nike, I think that's awesome. But they definitely want to get more sneakers into women's hands. So if you just put yourself as female and just leave it like that, make sure your size, do the size conversion to what you would be in female size, and then have that on the app, okay? These are little techniques that's just going to help you have a more goated account and hit harder when it comes to sneakers. So a lot of people think like, oh, I just need to click the button and I'm in the contest. It's like, yes, you'll participate in it, but if you want a higher likelihood of them choosing you, follow the steps I'm teaching in this video, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys are gaining some value out of this. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Let's get this up to 10 likes if we can. Again, the reason why I wanted to put this video out is because these are very, very hyped sneakers, okay? They're very hyped sneakers, and a lot of people want them, and a lot of people have a lot of questions. They just dropped on, they just were pretty much announced today that they were going to be on sneakers. So I did want to put this video together to just let you know, do the things I did. Do the things I showed you today. It's going to increase your chances to hit on these, okay? Again, if there are any other sneakers that you're kind of interested in that you want to purchase before these come out, I would try for them. If you hit those and you have more purchases, it's going to increase your chances to hit these, okay? Again, the idea here is not to spend all your money. You want to be strategic with what you're going after. Sometimes it does help to buy sneakers and sell them, even if you're breaking even, because it helps your account stay goated, okay? And so that you can acquire hype sneakers like this, okay? I can't even tell you how many sneakers I've purchased this year and have resold and have returned. I can't even tell you. Too many to name. Too many to name, but definitely more than 10, 100%, okay? So again, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys rocking with me in the building. Again, this whole live was to cover how to go about these and how to hit on your sneakers account, okay? This is a hype release. A lot of people are going to be going for them, and I just wanted to touch on them. So basically, on the 19th at 7 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. EST, these are going to be dropping on sneakers. There are more chances to win on these, but you're going to have to pay close attention to other sites like Amamanier, Social Status. Just check the sites that typically have raffles, because that's going to increase your chances, okay? Now, the reason why I say always join your raffles is because I've won so many raffles. But if I think in my mind I'm not going to win and I don't join, if I don't join, I'm never going to win. So it increases your chances to just join many raffles. Think like I think, where you got to enter 50 raffles to hit on 2. It's just, if you have that type of framework, the moment you see a raffle, you're just going to enter it. You're just going to enter it because you're like, well, it's going to increase my chances to win. Again, it sounds like a lot of work, but after it's done and you win and you have some kind of contest winnings on the back end, you're going to be like, wow, why haven't I been doing this sooner and just joining every single contest, okay? So highly recommend any contest. Again, pay close attention to my channel. BG Kicks also typically lets people know when there are going to be raffles on specific releases. So again, we don't know, but you want to pay close attention this month, because there might be some raffles for the Travis Scott Low Mocha Reverse, and there might be raffles for this. I think there also might be some raffles for the Green Sparks. So if you're going to join any raffles, this is the month to join, okay? And if you're going to go after any sneakers, this is the month to go after these hype sneakers, because these are going to go, these are going to skyrocket, okay? Whether you're getting it for yourself or you're getting it in a resale, that's none of my business. Let's focus on hitting the sneakers first before we even think about resell. I Love Reselling says, did you hit on the Jordan 1 Retro High Bleach Coral? Yeah, I did, and I changed the laces to orange. I got them, and I'm going to be rocking them pretty soon. I haven't worn them yet, but yes, I hit on them, and well, I didn't hit on them on on sneakers. I was able to get 2 pairs. I got one in a 10.5, and I reviewed it on my channel, and then I sold that, and then I hit on my size in a 9.5. Because the first store I went to, they only had the 10.5, and I was like, you know what, I might as well purchase it, do a review. I got the review up, and then I sold them because I can't wear a 10.5. So yes, I did hit, but I hit at local boutiques that had the sneakers. I did try on the sneakers app for the Coral lows and the Coral highs, and I got L's. I got L's on both. Okay, so just know that even if my account is goated, I'm not always going to hit sneakers. Like, I'm still going to take some L's, and that's fine. It's okay because I have multiple ways on hitting the sneakers. I'm going to check. I'm going to enter as many raffles as I can around my local area, and I'm going to enter as many as I can on the apps. It's going to increase your chances. Okay, so guys, never give up on any of these contests. Always give it a shot. Nice. I didn't get it in my size. I got it in a 7-year. Okay. Do you mind me asking what you plan on doing with the 7-year? Are you going to be selling that? Are you going to be keeping that? All right. Let me double check over here. So we're just past the 46 minutes over here. I'm going to read a little bit on this for, you know, the Jackie Robinson dunk, just so everybody is up to speed with exactly what is this dunk. This is one of the most hyped dunks this year. I think it's amazing. I love the writing on it. I think it, like with the cream middle, the cream toe box, and the cream backing, and then that nice white sole. These are super clean. And if I hit these, I'm going to be rocking these. These are awesome. So it says, so they're going to be available on the 19th, as you see over here. It says, celebrate the legacy of number 42. This dunk low honors Jackie Robinson's 75 years after he broke baseball's color barrier with his major league debut. From the aged blue colorway to the stitch laces and words of empowerment that decorate the upper and insole. Okay, gotcha. So the insole also has writing. Nice. One of his messages says, I'm not concerned with you, with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being. Damn, that's pretty powerful. But let's scroll down. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we got some pretty nice laces here. Okay, you got the baseball stripes. Nice. Yeah, these are super clean. Yeah, I need these. I don't know about you guys, but I need these. These are so clean. I mean, look at that. You got the nice Nike check mark. Now, at first, I was never really a fan of the additional check mark, but you know what? It's one of those things that's eventually grown on me. 42. Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Damn, that's awesome. These are so clean. Yeah, these are awesome. Now, would I pay resale for this if I don't hit? I guess it depends. I mean, right now, check out resale. It's not that high. Yeah, I probably would. If I had some extra dough on me, I'd definitely snag these. Swoop! But yeah, I see over here, there's apparently a Dodgers jersey with his name on it. 1955. Super clean. Now, don't mind this. It's a contest, but it's a contest in Canada. So yeah, if you have any Canadian viewers, feel free to subscribe to this. But I just wanted to show you this photo because I think it's awesome. So yeah, Nitro says, I need at least 2 pairs of these dunks. Hey man, dude, I'm sweating just looking at them, man. These are like, yeah, me too, probably, honestly. I love reselling, says selling. Okay. Hey, that's fine. Again, like, do what you guys need to do for these. I do see these going up in value. I know the market's down, but I see this as a $400 to $500 sneaker, if not more, okay, in time. Right now, obviously, looking at the prices, it's not that high. Now, what are these retailing for? $130, okay? And considering the fact they're going for, what, $186, $200 right now in the market, because, yeah, if you add all the expenses, the shipping, and all the stuff you're paying for the Stockx employees, you know, to keep them there, you're definitely going to probably pass the 200 mark on these specifically. Yo, BG Kicks, what's going on? Yeah, this is a fire cop. So what I did cover, BG, if you did miss it, I touched on a lot of the tips that I recommend people go on sneakers, okay? There's specific tips. Some of the new ones that I learned is making sure you have interests filled out. I didn't know that until this week, okay? Again, I also have my account, because I got a goated account, I have myself as female on the account and a size 11, which converts to a 9.5. So they're little techniques. Also, don't sign up right away. Give it a little bit of time and then sign up after a couple minutes. So I'm giving you all everything I got in terms of like the best recommendations I have when it comes to you scooping these up. All right, yo BG, what's going on? I hope you're having a lovely day, man. Yeah. So part of the reason I'm going live I've been going live since Friday last week, so we're just on a roll here. So I appreciate each and every one of you in the building. If you haven't already, smash that like button for me because I am having a phenomenal Monday. Shout out to BG for checking up on me in the morning and everybody else in the building who is supporting the channel. Nitro says on Future app they have a raffle open both websites app right now. Guys, check out Feature app. Okay, they have raffles open for both websites. Okay, for the website and the app as well. So Feature. Okay, check that out. But yeah, shout out to BG Kicks in the building, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to BG Kicks channel, he does amazing content. So if you're rewatching this, check out his link. It's linked in my description. He's an amazing individual, and yeah, if you haven't already surpassed like the 9,000 mark, man, you're on the way. Yeah, man, we're all working together. We're building this community, and we want to be able to give you the best information possible to acquire hyped releases and be excited because we're excited about it. We want that to transfer over the screen to everybody viewing. Anybody can acquire these. Just make sure you have a sneakers account. Follow a lot of the recommendations that I have. I'll probably be listing them as well in terms of the steps I recommend you guys take to get this W. Now, I'm going to be trying on 2 accounts, my computer and my phone. The thing that you want to make sure is that one of them is on Wi-Fi and one of them is on data, not 2 accounts on the same thing. So just make sure, because Nike monitors the stuff on the back end, and we don't want you guys to get clipped and not win. Because if you get clipped, what you're gonna see is you're gonna take an L. You're gonna take an L if for any reason they see any funny business. Okay, it's okay to use the same credit card. Just make sure, and it's okay to use the same credit card, and it's okay to use the same address. That's fine on both accounts. Okay, just make sure the IP address, because if you're using data, it's going to be in a different IP address. So I typically do phone, data, and then my computer, Wi-Fi, okay? So just make sure you guys know that because, again, I want to give you everything I got here, summarize everything down because these are some hot sneakers that everybody wants. I don't know how limited they're going to be. Again, when the 19th comes, then we're going to know the amount of stock. And the reason why we want to know the amount of stock is because then when we see how many per pair per size, we can go for the one that has more stock. I mean, typically we want to go for our size. But let's say if I'm going for my size and there's only 500 pairs in 9.5, but then size 10 has 2,000, I'm probably going to go for the size 10 because there's a higher stock amount, right? So I'm just letting you guys know little techniques. This is why a lot of people want to know the stock numbers for every single sneaker because it's important for them to know, well, what do I go after? Especially for reselling purposes. Now, if you're not going to be reselling, obviously go true to size. The idea here is we wear our sneakers, okay? We wear them, and we wear them to death, okay? So yeah, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys in the building. If you haven't already, I got my Instagram here. Feel free to subscribe to my Instagram or at least follow me on Instagram. It's weird, with this, it's like the terminology on YouTube is subscribe to my channel, and then the terminology for Instagram is follow me. But yeah, I do post photos of coffee and a bunch of sneakers and stuff like that. And I also do let people know after I have posted a video, whether it's a live, I let people know, hey guys, I just did a video on this, how to cop the Jackie Robinsons, since that's the main topic of discussion for the video today. I know BG did cover this morning, but I was like, I have to touch on these because these just got announced on Sneakers today. So I wanted everybody to know the tips and tricks that I would do to get your account to where you need it to be. Obviously, purchasing more sneakers on your account is going to help your account get goated. There's something about the back end because you have to know this. I started my account when I used to work for Nike. I actually used to work for Nike. I used to work at the Converse store in San Francisco. It was one of my first jobs out here, okay? Now, because Nike owns Converse, they required us to get a sneakers account, okay? My account's from 2015. That's around the time I started working at the Converse store. That is no longer, the store no longer exists, okay? But because I have that account, and it was kind of dormant. It was dormant for the longest time. I only really started actively going after sneakers about a year and a half ago. And then I was taking a lot of L's for maybe about, I think about 2 months. And then I started hitting. I started hitting again and again and again. So just know that if you have an account that's not hitting, don't lose faith, okay? Some accounts out there are maybe some bad accounts, okay? But just know that if you keep trying, stay consistent, and you run up the activity and you like stuff and you share stuff with friends, that helps with the algorithm, okay? Trust me. There's a specific team at Nike that runs sneakers. They're very, very secretive about the information. I don't have any insight, but this is just based on everything that I know until today, on a lot of the videos that I've watched online and the stuff that I've tested on the platform as well. Like, I was able to hit military fours, black fours, on my computer, size 13, and then on my phone as well. 2 separate accounts, and I hit them both. Okay, so just know that. And you know, both were, I was doing it at the same time. I just literally was clicking at the same time, going through the movements. They both shipped to the same address. So just know that. That's proven to me that it can be shipped to the same address. Yes, I did have separate credit cards on each of them, but it's okay to have the same credit card for up to 5 accounts. Okay, so just know that, up to 5 accounts. I don't want to feel like I'm redundant here, but I just want to make everybody know that, like, everything I got when it comes to sneakers, I'm probably going to be covering. The same goes with Travis Scott, lows that are coming out too. This is why you want to get your account right now up to speed so that you can hit on as many sneakers as possible, okay? Mr. Old School says, I feel like the stock numbers are going to be low. Now, for the Travis Scott mochas, yeah, they're going to be low. For these, it's too early to tell. I don't know, but I am under the impression these are going to be pretty limited too. So, like, let's take a quick look at the aftermarket. Hey, you know, honestly, the resale price on this is actually pretty low. I might just buy it. Like, seriously, I might just buy it because, like, what, I'm going to be paying $70 over retail. That's not so bad for these dunks. These dunks are fire. These are really nice. And I'm right with you guys in the chat. I kind of want to stock up on at least 2 pairs of this. One to wear and one to sit on. Well, not literally sit on, but like want to keep on ice. But yeah, how is everybody? Did everybody have a good day today? I'm here with my sparkling water. Again, we've been on that sparkling water binge. This is not your regular sparkling water. This is actually pineapple flavor. I kind of like a little bit of flavor in some. Not all my sparkling water, but I don't know. There's something about having some bubbly. I guess that's what they call it in some countries, some bubbly. I like having some sparkling water with a little bit of flavor, but most of the time it's kind of like the idea of like having a soda without having a soda. You know what I mean? But yeah, you did. You did. You had a W day. Nice. Hey, so did I, man. We're here. We're getting after it. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys rocking with me, because guess what? We're not going anywhere. We're going to the freaking moon, baby. All right, we're doing it, and I'm excited to get this account, this YouTube channel to where we need it to be. Again, we're on that 2K sub chase, and we're also on the 4,000 watch hours. So guys, if you support me, you support this channel, you want to see more of this, everything I'm talking about, subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button, and help me run these videos up. I'm going to be creating some playlists of my live videos, so feel free to just run those watch hours up whenever you guys got time. It's definitely going to help me out tremendously. You guys have no freaking idea how much it's going to help me, because like the idea of us getting monetized is then I'm going to be able to, you know, hopefully start some kind of subscription module similar to BG in the chat. Hey, thank you. I love reselling. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody following me, because again, I do let people know when I share it in my story when I drop a video. So you're gonna see like how to cop this. You're gonna see that story pop up pretty soon. I mean, typically what I did since January was release a video a week, an edited video where you can kind of see, you know, the panning around the sneaker and my initial thoughts on that. I do still plan on doing that, but right now we're on that chase. So that's why you guys are seeing like more lives, because what do I need to do to get to where I need to? I mean, I am going to do what I need to do to get to where I need to be by December 31st, okay? It's going to be a grind, but I'm going to try my best. So again, for everybody rocking with me, subscribing to the channel, following my Instagram and all that jazz, again, You can pretty much find me over here, Ernest_Khan. I can't believe we actually broke 2,400. I've kind of been lingering in this 2,053, 54, and then boom, we actually, well, we didn't, yeah, we actually hit 2,400. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys in the building. Brad PG says, you seen Louis Vuitton Air Force One? Yeah. You know what? Sure, we can touch on that. So Air Force Louis Vuitton. Let me go ahead and just double check here. Oh my God, they're selling for some crazy prices. Let me see. So I do see they are going to be dropping them pretty soon. That's what I saw in the news. I'm going to give you guys my takes on this, okay? So just hang with me, rock with me. It says enter a world in progress for, okay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this on the screen. Let's touch on this, okay? Now, guys, some of the information I'm about to share is mainly because I used to work for Louis Vuitton, okay? I used to work for Louis Vuitton, I think about 10 years ago, I worked for Louis Vuitton in the Philippines. I've also worked for Louis Vuitton in Santa Monica, so I have a lot of insights. I also have a really good friend who currently works at Louis Vuitton, okay? So I have some insights on some of these sneakers and some of the information on how to acquire these. Now, obviously, these are selling for $2,750. These are very expensive. So if you don't have the beans for this, I would literally just count my losses as of this moment in time, okay? Now, this is a very hype release. A lot of people are going to be going after these, and like, I think the only real way to be able to acquire this is to be a VIC. And you're probably wondering, what is a VIC? A VIC is a very important customer, okay? A very important customer means you've been purchasing from Louis Vuitton for years, okay? So even if you came to me right now and you're like, hey, I have $100,000 and I want to get these, it's not going to be easy. You're probably going to have to purchase them on the resale market. And the reason why is Louis Vuitton prioritizes VIC customers, okay? They prioritize VIC customers. VIC customers are going to get first dibs on this. You're not even going to probably hear about when these drop because they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone super fast. So I just want to let everybody know, it's like, look, I'm letting you know my 2 cents on this, that this is not going to be an easy release. They might drop on Louis Vuitton, but these are going to get swooped up so fast from people who actually have money, and they're just going to be gone, okay? We don't know the exact release on the exact date, but I did want to go ahead and take a peek at this because a lot of people want this, okay? I mean, I was seeing, I think on the resale market. Let's go ahead and just take a quick peek. Thank you for all you do, and all the info is going to pay off for sure. Hey, 100%, man. Look, I'm thankful that I've been in the fashion industry for this long amount of time. Even if I haven't really been super involved, I still buy the crap out of it. You know what I mean? I still rock a lot of the stuff. So I want to be able to share my advice and my opinion on my initial thoughts on a lot of the stuff. But let's go ahead and take a quick peek on Stockx. Again, I would not buy these on Stockx. I would never buy these on Stockx. So just know that if you have the money for this and you're like, I want to buy on a resale resale market, try your best to find somebody that you could buy it from in person, because these are also going to be faked. There are going to be a lot of fakes in the market for this for sure, especially with the amount of beans that this is going to cost you, okay? Air Force Louis Vuitton. Let's go ahead and just bring this up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and populate on StockX. Guys, again, smash that like button if you haven't already for any, the value I'm giving over here. Definitely appreciate each and every single one of you. What we're covering today, we're kind of transitioning the conversation into some of the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones, since that's what a lot of people want to talk about. Now, if I could get one color, I would definitely go on for the blue ones, okay? I am going to click on the blue ones since that's literally another dream sneaker for me. Let's go ahead and see how much they're actually priced at right now. So, okay, crazy. Last sale was $13,450. I pray for the soul that bought this because God forbid they get a fake, honestly. Now, again, the reason why I have some of these insights with Louis Vuitton is because I have some insights in Louis Vuitton, okay? That's it. That's the bottom line. I pay close attention to what's going on in the market. I pay close attention to what's going on in store. Sometimes it pays to even just go into the store, see what items they have, ask questions and stuff like that. There's a lot you can learn about Louis Vuitton, surprisingly. Louis Vuitton's been around for a really long period of time, and I highly recommend anybody, even if you don't plan on purchasing anything from Louis Vuitton, to just stop by the store. You know, you don't have to buy anything. You can literally just, you know, take a look around, ask questions, feel the items. Like it's a whole experience in on its own, and that's why I recommend people to stop by the store. But again, for this specific release, most likely you're going to have to be a very important customer, a VIC, and you're going to have a specific salesperson that you abide by, well, they call them, I guess, sales consultants or something like that works within the store. And what they do is they keep track of every single purchase that you've ever had. And so that when new items drop, they'll email you. They'll be like, hey, some new items drop, come to the store. And then, you know, they'll kind of like wine and dine you. You know, they have coffee there, they have sparkling water. You know, I think sometimes they do desserts and stuff like that for really, really important customers. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've definitely had that luxurious experience. I've worked in the store, so I know how to give that luxurious experience to people. And I've also made a couple purchases at the store as well in the past, so I know what it's like to feel like a very important customer, you know? So I just want to let you guys know that it's a very interesting thing on how they do these drops. Again, these drops are not going to be easy. This is why I want to be able to kind of give you a lot of my take on this. But these are going to be very, very hard to get. The only way to really acquire these, if you have this type of money, is going to be most likely on the resale market, because I see anything on the site is just going to fly. It's going to fly. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens in the back end that we don't know as well. And I'm saying in terms of the Louis Vuitton and who they're allowed to sell this to. There's a lot of rules in place as well, because if you think about it, who do they want to have these? Rappers, celebrities, like the top of the line people. They want them to be wearing this stuff because it's a status symbol. If you're you know, hot rapper and you're wearing these, everybody's gonna be like, damn, you're wearing those. Those are going for a crazy amount online. It's like, yeah, it's a status thing at the end of the day. To wear something that's worth 13,000 or whatever, 450 on your feet, you're just wearing it like, I don't know. I like, to me, I think you got to be out of your mind. But look, if the money's coming in, you have every right to rock this. Sure, why not? You know, it's a status symbol. It's a moment. You're paying for a moment in time. You're paying for a moment in time. All right. So I just want to share a lot of that information. I know we did segue over here. Ideally, majority of the conversation is how to hit these on sneakers. Okay. We started the conversation over here, how to hit these on sneakers. It's like, well, it's kind of a no-brainer. You just push the button. It's like, no. There's a lot of stuff you need to do on the back end, making purchases, getting your account up. Okay, so guys, rewatch this video. I'm more than happy to write out the steps on a lot of the tips and tricks that Ernest's GOAT status. Hey man, I'm not quite there yet, but hey, Stupid Hero, I appreciate you and every single one watching. Again, the reason why I wanted to put this video together, these are gonna fly. You want your account up. You want your account active. So again, what you want to do, make sure on sneakers that you click notify me and you click that little heart and all the little fun things. Watch the lives, do all the stuff. Just trust me, it helps on the back end. It helps with your account being active. Try to make some purchases. Heck, even if you return the damn things, it doesn't matter. Just get your account running. Get your account running. The size you want for these, make sure you try for other sneakers before this release as well. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, these are really nice. Brian PG says, thanks, Ernest. Hey, I'm here for you guys. I want to, again, just give this my all. You know, I want to make sure that everybody, again, I know it's like, it's already, it's getting pretty late over here. It's almost 9 o'clock, but I hope everybody had a fantastic free Slurpee day. I think 7-Eleven's still giving it for a couple more hours. So if it is free Slurpee day, wherever you're at, just letting you guys know, if you want a treat, I know it's closer to the end of the night over here, especially for our East Coasters. Anybody in the West Coast, you still got literally what? It's 9 o'clock. You got 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. You still got like 3 hours pretty much to go grab your free Slurpee. So I wanted to just give a major shout out to 7-Eleven. If you guys want your free Slurpee, it comes in a pretty cool cup. So yeah, we just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, hey guys, with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, take a look at my Instagram. Feel free to follow me over here. Subscribe to my channel as well, and like on YouTube. I literally got my cat over here. He's going for the Slurpee. Here he is. This is Riley. Oh God, it's dinner time for sure. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it over here. So cheers to everybody in the building, and I'll see you all soon. All right. So again, please feel free, smash that like button. I'll talk to you guys all soon, and I'm just glad that we are keeping this consistent. All right. Take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourselves. And what is I Love Reselling says, I can't find teal Zeal dunks on Stockx. Hey, maybe they'll put it out in time. I think it's because the release hasn't happened yet. But yeah, good night. Peace and love to everybody in the house. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys. All right. Laters.